Manchester United 6, Leeds United 2. Wow, where do you even start with that game? It was absolutely insane. Leeds United, first of all, you have to give them credit. They are 4-0 down and they are chasing the game. They're still going for it. They don't look like a team that are 4-0 down. Um, and they got their goal, and you did think, well, if they get another one, we're in a game here. And that's what it felt like throughout the game, even at 5-1. You're thinking, oh my God, they're just relentless. They will not stop. So you have to give Leeds United a lot of credit. But as much as people will praise them for their entertainment value, as much as they will praise Bielsa, as much as you praise their work rate non-stop, you have to think very naive the way that they approach this game. Now, when you're 3-0 down, I suppose as a viewer you can look at that and go, you know what, they're having a go. They're having a go. They're not going to throw the towel on. But when you're 4-5-1 down, that's when I just think, you know what, shut up shop. But Man United, this United just kept coming, and Leeds kept coming, and they any other day they could have had 3-4-5. It was that kind of game. But overall, I just thought this United uh, were clinical. We were ruthless. We got off to the best possible start, and that calmed the nerves. And I think Leeds were shell shocked. I don't know whether they expected that approach from us in home games this season. Certainly in the league, we haven't really gone for games, and it was evident in that game last week against Manchester City. We've quite a few times we've set up as a team that wants to grind out a result or just not get beat, and I don't think that's the best approach for this team, considering that their um, their main weakness is in defence. Props have to go to Scott McTominay today. He was the man of the match. You know what? Scott McTominay, I've said this to people before, he gets so much there's so much negativity that surrounds Scott McTominay because we all want to see Donny van de Beek. We all want to see our players driving forward, and because Ollie plays two central defensive midfielders, because he has Fred and Matic, Fred and McTominay, or Fred and Matic, or McTominay and Matic, whoever it is, because because our midfield is so busy protecting our defence, players can't go and drive forward and express themselves because they know, from what I'm seeing, in my opinion, there's a vulnerability there. We have defensive frailties and we suffer, but we've seen today now, the qualities of Scott McTominay when he can drive forward. And I think that goal for Dan James, I think that was a pass to Dan James. I think that was a pass. And I was so pleased to see him get those two goals and that assist and get the credit that he deserved. Because I think you see a lot of fan channels, you see a lot of things on forums, Twitter, social media, whatever. You see a lot of negativity around this player. And I just wonder, like, where did it come from? Where did it come from? And I don't think he deserves it. And today he's shown what he's capable of. And if today was a game, of course, where of course there was space. There was a lot of space. It was a really open game, and that played into our hands because we like to play on the front foot, and we can expose the space. And Leeds left a lot of space, and we were able to exploit them, get the goals, and I thought we were just clinical and ruthless. That was one of the main differences today. I thought the two goals that we conceded, again, that just shows that we need another central defender. I don't trust this defence. Today we got away with it because we were so ruthless and clinical up front, and the way that the game played out, we were always going to create chances. We were always going to score goals. And I just thought we were fantastic. I have to give a lot of credit to Dan James, and I have to hold my hands up, and I have to say, you know what? When I saw Dan James in that clean sheet, once again, I really like Dan James as a player. I think he's got a lot of potential. He burst onto the scene when he came to United from Swansea, and he had that little flurry of goals. And then the goals dried up. He wasn't making as many appearances. I know he played in the Manchester derby last December. I thought he was outstanding, but he's very hit and miss when he comes on. So I was a little bit. I was thinking, well, you know what? Is it? Does he need to be a bit part player at the minute, or is this the game to start him in? But then I think, well, if not now, then when? Then when? If you're at United, you're good enough. That's what I think. And so regardless of what I said at the beginning, I have to hold my hands up, and I have to say, I thought he was fantastic today, and I think his pace, all his qualities just shone through, and I thought we exposed Leeds as well in this game. Again, they're defensively they are really poor. They are really poor, and I just think once we got off to a flyer, and once we got the second goal, we looked pretty comfortable. Leeds kept coming. They kept attacking, attack, which is, again, I think, a great philosophy. But I think it's also naive as well. With the exception of the 2 goals that we conceded, I think we looked pretty comfortable. I can't remember Leeds creating too many chances outside of those 2 goals. But again, any other day, if we're that open and we're that exposed, and there's that much space, a better team will punish us. So while I can't take anything away from the all-round performance, McTominay, Fernandes again, I mean, what else can you say? I mean, there's so much to unpack from that game, and I think it's about time now people in the media, it's about time they started giving Ollie a little bit more respect. He gets this label of PE teacher, and he gets told, oh, you've only managed at Molde, you got Cardiff relegated. Cardiff, that gets on my nerves, that, because Cardiff were on the way down. He came in to, sinking ship. It's a learning experience. I've heard him say before in a press conference, I haven't got the quote in front of me. I heard him say about, he's learned a lot from it, and you would. It's like managers make mistakes. Managers have experiences, and just like in life, you have mistakes, and you have to be allowed to make mistakes. You have to be allowed to make mistakes, and hopefully when you come back, you grow and you learn from them. And people again say, well, he's only managed in Molde for Norway. Well, regardless of the size of the league, he's still learning his trade. And, he's managing at the biggest club in the world, and he's learning on the job, and he's doing a good job. Yes, we question his selection sometimes. Yes, sometimes we can say, oh, well, he made that change too late. Oh, well, maybe he could have done this, he could have done that. Why is he playing this player? Why is he playing? You know what? And we're entitled to do that. We're fans. But sometimes the negativity that surrounds Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is, I just can't get my head around what he's done to warrant this negativity. And hopefully now that will die down a little bit. You're still going to get your Ole outers. I'm sure they're on Twitter now saying, why didn't you play Paul Pogba? Again, at the beginning of the game, I'm not Paul Pogba's biggest fan, and I thought, well, I don't want him at the club. What he's done, what he's said, I think he's been inconsistent, but recently his form's been good. So when I see the team sheet go up, I think, well, why aren't you playing him? Why aren't you playing him? You might as well play him. If he's playing well now, he doesn't want to be at the club, but if he's playing well, just use him. And he didn't play him, and he didn't even bring him on as a substitute. But it paid off today. So Ollie doesn't deserve. Yes, he deserves criticism like any other manager. Question whether he's the right, but it's the level of criticism. Look at our points return over the last year. Look at where we are now. I don't want to hear us talking about titles because I don't think we're equipped to win a title. But let's have a go and let's put ourselves into the conversation and let's see where we are 24, 25, 26 games in, because people keep talking about this game in hand. People keep saying, oh, well, we're 5 points behind Liverpool, we've got a game in hand. But yes, we are. But we have to keep winning. We have to keep winning, so we'd have to keep within 5 points of Liverpool or whoever's top. Then, when it comes to that game in hand, we have to win that game in hand. So by the time we get to that game in hand, we have to be 5 points behind Liverpool, or there or thereabouts. Now, I'm still not convinced that that's going to happen. Now, I want them to prove me wrong. They've shown a lot of character the last few weeks. I was really frustrated after that Sheffield United game, the beginning, and after the first 15, 20 minutes after the start and getting a goal down, we responded. So this team has character. This team has some of the best players in the league. We're really good offensively, but it's that defence. That's what worries me. But today, again, a positive, the way we started the game. We started the game quick on the front foot. Maybe it's just the way that Leeds set up. Maybe it's just because we knew, well, they play this way, so that again will leave space for us. But it was the way we started the game. It's not even about the fact we scored 6 goals, that we've won 6-2. It's the start was probably the most positive thing for me. And yes, frustrating that we conceded 2 goals that I think could have been avoided. But I can't really come away from this game feeling negative. Between now and but like we've got the Christmas fixtures coming up, so between now and the beginning of January, I would say, because by that point we're going to be at the halfway point in the season. Normally we would be now, but because of everything that's happened, we're a few games behind. So let's see where we are. What the minimum I want from the league campaign this season is, I want us to consolidate like a top 3 finish or a top 4 finish. Top 3, but definitely got to be in that top 4. And a few weeks ago, I would have said, with performances, just I don't see it. Results are poor, but we're scoring goals now. We're scoring goals. Players are getting fit. I remember we used to say, let's see where we are around January. Let's see where we are. Let's get a measure of the league, and let's kick on. I don't want to see us in the last month of the season, the last couple of weeks. I don't want to see us scrambling around for 4th place. We've gone beyond that now. We've got enough quality, and the players have shown it. But we need to sort that defence, because I don't trust them, and I think when we come up against better opposition, they will expose us, and we've seen it before. I'm thinking now there's no reason we can't make the top 4. I watched the Tottenham game earlier today, and back-to-back defeats for them. So I don't think they're nailed on. I said earlier this week I don't think they'll win the league, and I've done a video on that. And I think again they've been exposed today. They are usually so solid defensively, but they have no plan B. I've said that before. Our problem is we're so good offensively that our weakness is obviously like our defence. But we're scoring goals now, and Tottenham aren't really scoring goals. So there's no reason now that we can't make that top 4, because a few weeks ago I was thinking, well, Liverpool bang on for top 4. Manchester City's experience will get them in there. Chelsea, they've sorted the defence now, and Tottenham, I think will sort of scrape in there and we'll miss out. But I don't think that now. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I just want us to keep this run going, see how we keep ticking along, and let's see where we are. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Leave any comments and any feedback on the video below. If you haven't already, why not subscribe for future videos, for match reaction videos and reviews, and I've got some different things coming up over Christmas and in the new year. And leave me a like, just because, well, that would be really nice. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you all soon.